Ladies and gentlemen of the council, concerned citizens, good evening. My name is Robert Callow, and today I would like to discuss with you a solution to the feral cat problem our community is currently facing. There are approximately 70 million feral cats in the United States. 1.4 million cats are trapped and euthanized annually, costing taxpayers millions of dollars. As fellow concerned citizens and animal lovers, I would like to bring to your attention the need for an ethical solution to mitigate the impact of burgeoning feral cat colonies on the environment, health, and to mitigate the associated costs. A local trap, neuter, and release program will humanely relieve and ultimately reverse the effects of feral cat colonies have on communities, while improving the life and health of these cats. I've been involved in the feral cat rescue community for some time now, having rescued several kittens from a feral cat community in my backyard, later trapping and spaying the mother and releasing her. I will try to identify for the community and for you, the council, the concerns attributed to a trap, neuter, and release program, and try to dispel the popular misconceptions therein. I will provide facts, figures, that will support the benefits to a TNR program in the hopes of establishing a local program here. Finally, we will discuss the expected outcome as supported by recent studies. So let's take a look at some facts and numbers. People are concerned that feral cat colonies are a growing problem, creating health and environmental economic concerns. And as I've stated before, there are approximately 70 million cats living in the United States. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, cats can have up to 2 litters a year, with an average of 4 to 6 kittens per litter. Kitten rescue has filled shelters to almost bursting. There are concerns that the predatory instincts of cats have a negative impact on bird populations. While this may be partially true, bird populations are more greatly influenced by the negative environmental impact by humans. People say that returning feral cats to the environment dooms cats to a miserable, sickly life. That is the equivalent to saying that any wild animal that lives outside of a home is doomed to a miserable, sickly life. This is simply not true. The rate of feline AIDS and leukemia are approximately the same as that of domestic cats. And all cats that are trapped and brought into the vet are tested for such diseases. There are concerns that feral cats pose health risks to the community. Generally, feral cats avoid all human contact. Further, TNR cats are vaccinated by veterinarians, further limiting the risk of diseases such as rabies. Feral cat communities can actually improve the health of a community because they tend to keep the rodent population down, which are disease carrying. There's a popular misconception that it is cheaper to euthanize cats than it is to trap, to spay, to neuter them. Fact is, it costs approximately $100 to euthanize a feral cat. Whereas for a TNR cat, you're looking at about $50 with all costs. California alone spent over $50 million annually in euthanizing cats. imagine half of the cost savings on that. So what can we do to alleviate our feral cat problem? So what exactly is a trap, neuter, and release program, and how do we go about establishing that program? TNR is the process of trapping feral cats in a community and having them spayed or neutered. They will be examined by a veterinarian, neutered. They will be marked so that we know what a previous trap cat will resemble by tipping the ear, and then they are released back into the community. The program is operated and run all by volunteers. Volunteers will work together with local and private shelters, and all resources can be found through the Animal Protection League of New Jersey's website. The community is concerned with increasing cat populations. Feral cats tend to stay within their own communities and will not accept other cats outside of that community. Once a cat has been spayed or neutered, there is no more risk of kittens to add to that community. So through time and attrition, cat colonies will actually decrease in size. And again, as I mentioned, in educating the community to identify the health benefits, cats will help to control rodent populations. And again, the cost savings for a TNR program versus a euthanization program are considerable. Half the cost to TNR a cat versus euthanizing. So what are the results of established TNR programs? In an 11-year study by the University of Central Florida, 155 cats were trapped, neutered, and released. Of those cats that were trapped, neutered, and released, 73 of those cats were found to be adoptable and were adopted out. 9 cats left the campus to live in the woods. 23 cats disappeared, did not return. And only 17 had to be euthanized, with a reduction of 66% of the cat population on the campus over that 11-year period. In a second study, on the campus of Texas A&M, and this is only a 2-year study, and we see significant numbers here. Of this 2-year study, 123 cats were trapped the first year. Second year, there were only 23 cats trapped and released. After the second year, there were no more litters of kittens on the campus. And as you can see, all the numbers from year 1 to year 2, year 1, year 2, year 1, year 2, all the numbers decreasing. There was a higher incidence of cat deaths in the second year by about 3. But this is evidence that the TNR program works. And as I said, the rate of kittens, the first year, 20 kittens trapped. Second year, less than 3. With the veterinarian's assistance, first year, feline AIDS, feline leukemia, much higher incidence than in our second year. And then in our first year, there was a significantly more higher rate of euthanized cats versus the second year. Now, we've discussed the popular misconceptions of cat colonies and TNR programs. We've discussed what we can do to help establish a TNR program and the benefits gained in the community. Finally, we've seen studies highlighting the positive outcome of community TNR programs. Opponents to the TNR program just do not have the facts. TNR is a cost-effective, humane program that has proven it works. Over time, shelter populations will decrease, as will feral cat colonies. The indiscriminate euthanizing of cats is a moral and ethical issue that needs to be addressed. Remember, these cats came from somewhere. Once maybe beloved pets, or at the very least the offspring of these same pets. Approximately 75% of kittens died or disappeared by 6 months of age in feral cat communities. Trauma is most often the likely cause. Through a TNR program, we limit the birth of kittens, cutting down on the TNR population and cutting down on the inadvertent death of kittens. Thank you.